broadcast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, we really had a nice sunset tonight out there with the clear skies. Temperatures today, cool but not bad. Definitely was nice to see that full sun out there instead of all the clouds. But guess what? More clouds are going to be building in over the next few days. And it is really cooling down tonight already. We have slipped to a 35-degree temperature in Champaign, 34 in Watsika, still holding on to a strong 44, though, over in Decatur. Everybody will see temperatures down below the freezing mark by tomorrow morning. We're going to come back here in a little bit and talk about how there also could be a little bit of rain for your Wednesday, and then by Thursday, maybe a changeover to a few snowflakes. We'll talk about it coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
People always get very attached to a particular case, and they want to help that animal.
And a lot of people want to help this dog rescued from a lake, where her adoption stands tonight.
There is a certain level of belligerence that I've never seen.
One central Illinois county is trying to balance its budget, why some feel it's become a series of personal attacks in a Target 3 investigation.
Illinois basketball tips off its season tonight. All eyes are on the tournament. Marley Weirda joins me as we do sports live from State Farm Center. Coming up.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Would you like to take these animals as a transfer into your program and get them adopted?
There's one dog that has a lot of viewers asking what they can do to take her home. U of I Vet Med named her Poppy. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Jennifer is on assignment. Many of you have reached out to us about what's going to happen to the dog found trapped in a cage in Champaign's Kaufman Lake. She was rescued on Saturday and is now at animal control, but she won't be there for long. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is with us now. So Jamie, we know Poppy is doing better. What's going to happen next for her?
Animal Control says they have had tons of interest, and it's not completely decided where she will end up, but we do know what steps will be taken to find Poppy a home. Just a few days ago, this dog was left for dead in a Champaign lake until one man rescued her, and now she's doing much better. The executive director for the Champaign County Humane Society says it's rare to see animals come into their facility in a situation like Poppy's.
We generally, see more neglect than cruelty. So, like I said, there's neglect from people that can't afford veterinary care, and then there's also neglect that you see in a hoarding situation.
But Poppy was a different case. Doctors say her temperature was so low it would not even register on their devices. She had significant wounds and skin lesions.
I think there's a lot of questions that we just don't have answers to at this time about this poor dog.
Now a decision must be made. Where does she go next?
If no one claims the dog and they have no reason to hold it for any legal purposes, then Animal Control makes a decision about what agency they're going to offer the dog to for adoption.
Poppy will stay at Animal Control for at least 5 days, but could possibly be held longer depending on her health or what happens during the investigation. Animal Control says the dog could possibly leave their facility and go to the man who found her. I talked to him today. He told me he is still completely interested in adopting her. Back to you.
And a lot of people hoping this story comes full circle and he does get to adopt her. We'll have to see what happens. All right, Jamie, thank you. Champaign County Humane Society says they still have a lot of other animals that need to be adopted. Right now they have 4 dogs, 18 cats, and several small animals, including 11 rabbits that need homes. We'll have a link for adoption information on WCIA.com. We have new information about a needle found in a student's candy bar. Mahomet police say it did not come from trick-or-treating. We also know the needle was found before any students were hurt at Lincoln Trail Elementary. The school district is following up with everyone involved.
Here's a follow-up now. A teenager in Springfield is charged with aggravated battery. Police say 19-year-old Dontrell Banks sneaked onto a school bus, walked into Franklin Middle School, and beat up a 12-year-old. Because of that, teachers and parents are asking the Springfield School District to increase security. The bus driver who let the teenager on the bus is being looked into. First Student says it's reviewing the incident with the district. The driver's been removed from service during the process. The 19-year-old remains in custody tonight on $25,000 bond. Farmer City Police got involved after a high school student threatened another student. The district says the student referred to a hit list. It included names of other students in the school. Staff and parents have been informed about students on that so-called hit list. Happening now, teaching assistants in Decatur are rallying again despite the strike being suspended.
CFTA, all the way.
After the rally, TAs plan to walk in on the school board meeting tonight. Health insurance was cut off for some union members, even after the district told them it wouldn't happen if they went back to work on Friday. District staff worked through the weekend to restore benefits. TAs say the problem extends beyond this issue. The union and district have been unsuccessfully negotiating contract terms since April. We'll have more details on this developing story tonight at 10. Piatt County is set to vote on a budget more than $350,000 in the red.
Our Target 3 team has been at the past 4 meetings as board members try to figure out how the county will operate. They've reduced their deficit from $700,000. But as WCIA 3's Christy Batista explains, there was only one department they were talking about cutting completely, and that was the Emergency Management Agency.
Piatt County board members are planning on voting next week on a budget that's still in the red. Our Target 3 team approached the county board chair 3 separate times, asking him for clarification of the cuts that were made. Each time, he walked away from us without saying a word.
It's been back and forth at Piatt County board meetings for the past month and a half.
What's the point of this? What's your point? I brought it up, it was your sole discretion.
The board members are trying to figure out where they're going to find $370,000.
It is a higher level of scrutiny than I've seen before, and quite frankly, there is a certain level of belligerence that I've never seen before.
Dana Rhodes has been the state's attorney for 11 years, and she says she's never witnessed meetings like this. Most departments made the requested 9% cut, but the meetings have centered around funding the EMA.
It's become a personal attack on everybody.
This is not
Yes, it
become
is.
a personal
It has.
attack.
It's very clear and obvious. I'm not going to answer that question.
And at least one board member asked if an EMA was required.
I guess I'm just trying to find out if the board wants to fund the EMA or not.
It is required by law. At Tuesday's meeting, they decided the county's emergency management operating costs are going back to part-time.
It was made full-time a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, in order to modernize, in order to bring us up into the current times as far as addressing emergencies and taking care of problems or being able to handle problems.
Rhodes says there's problems with the county's emergency preparedness team, and the state is requiring them to fix it all by March. With a part-time budget, that won't be possible.
If we don't properly fund it, we lose the grant money.
That was Christy Batista reporting. Up to 65% of the EMA is funded by the state and federal governments. If they lose that money, they won't be able to operate. If they're not operating, they're violating the law. The back and forth did not just happen at the meetings. We have obtained a memo from the state's attorney claiming the board chair abruptly changed his opinion of the EMA. He wouldn't go on camera, but we do have that email, plus a list of department head salaries and the outdated operations plan for EMA. You can find all of that on WCIA.com. 29 buildings are up for demolition in Danville. City council members will vote on the demolitions tonight. The money for them will come from a community block grant, but one alderman says it will barely scratch the surface of the full list of properties that need to come down. That number is closer to 400, but it's too expensive to demolish them all.
I mean, we were a town, I think, at the peak of 45,000. Now we're a town of 30,000. We just overall need to downsize. We have an abundance of housing. I mean, we're not the only one like that. Terre Haute's the same way. There's just more housing than we need, and so we need to demolish some.
He hopes the city will be able to offer the empty lots to neighbors. In the past, he says they've asked neighbors to pay about $100 for them, but he believes they should get them for free.
Vigo County, Indiana is voting tonight on a referendum to bring a casino to Terre Haute. If that passes, the city will accept applications for a casino operator. Haven Gaming says it has no fear about the idea of Terre Haute having a casino. It says it carefully analyzed all competition when making projections about Danville's casino. The casino in Danville is projected to bring in $300 million by its 5th year.
It's a day-night doubleheader at the State Farm Center. How the Illini women open their season as the men get ready to do the same.
Also tonight. It's almost that time of year how Santa and some friends are getting set to bring in the season.
And as we look outside on the Roofing Dog INET Flooring America weather camera in the Capitol there in Springfield, and a recap today shows 48 and 30 numbers going in the books. Both of those well below the average, but just wait until you see what the numbers are like here in about a week. We'll talk about some strong winds, a light mix, and how the temperatures are nearing record cold coming up.